All right. What is up, basketball fans? It's playoff time, baby, and we got a good game here for you tonight. Welcome to the stable here at Dallas Center Grimes High School. It's going to be a big game tonight as this is the Sub-State Group 6 semifinal as your Dallas Center Grimes host the Nevada Cubs. Brad Bailiff here with my partner in crime, the man, myth, the legend, Pat O'Brien. Pat, what's up tonight?
Oh, man, it is cold in the gym. It is slick outside like Stan Manning on a Saturday night.
Yeah, I'm hoping we'll get some more stream views tonight because I'm sure a lot of people are going to want to stay at home. The weather is obviously not ideal, but for those that made it to the game, we appreciate it. But we're hoping that all the Cubs fans and the Mustang fans at home are ready to rock and roll. You can curl up in a blanket, grab your snacks, your drinks, because we are going to have a great basketball game tonight. It's going to be super exciting. Before we kick off, though, we want to give a huge shout-out to our stream sponsor for tonight. That's right, the Absolute Group. Thank you so much for sponsoring the stream tonight, allowing Pat and I to come up here and be able to broadcast, which should be a really good semifinal basketball game against two really good basketball teams, Pat.
Yeah, absolutely. You look on paper, and I looked at this on Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm like, man, I'm looking at this, and I don't like anything that I see. It's just they're so mirror image, and then you look at a couple different things. Huge advantage on the rebounding side for Nevada. 3-1 offensive rebounding, 4-1 in block shots. When I talk 3-1, Nevada gets 3, DCG gets 1. So, and that type of thing. 4 block shots to 1 of DCG. So, but where the Mustangs really have the benefit is in the schedule. So we've got the same stats. We played 5A teams and 4A teams. The strength of schedule heavily favors the Mustangs.
Yeah, the other thing, too, is the turnover differential. The Mustangs do a better job of protecting the ball. I think that's going to be an important key for both teams tonight. The team that can protect the ball the most, obviously rebound's going to be important, even though Nevada does out-rebound us, doesn't necessarily mean anything in the stretch of things when it gets down to it. But if they do start boxing out more and doing those things, it could wreak a little havoc on the Mustangs tonight.
Absolutely. That's 100 more turnovers that Nevada has than what we do. So they will turn the ball over. We got to put ourselves in position to get those turnovers.
Yeah, and obviously, the team that's going to be hot hitting shots tonight is going to be a huge benefit. So Let's talk a little bit about how we got here, but before we do that, I know you're going to see some folks in the background here, wave hi to them from at home. Newton Ballard's up after this game. That'll be the other semifinal Sub-State Group 6 game. The winner of that game will play the winner of this game in the final, which will be held Monday at Ankeny Centennial. Their stream group's getting set up and stuff back here, so, they're excited to be here as well, and we're excited to have them. So, anyway, Pat, let's talk about how we got here. Nevada comes in with a record of 17-5 overall for the season. They got to this point by beating ADM in the first sub-state matchup, 82-68, which was a very good game for Nevada. Got the job done. Their leading scorer coming into tonight is number 3, James Edwards, so we'll be looking for him. I'm sure his name will get called tonight, no doubt. On the DCG side, we also come in with that mirrored record of 17-5. We are the Little Hawkeye overall conference champions. We got here by beating Sadell in our first-round matchup, 81-43. Our leading scorer coming in tonight is, of course, number 24, Cole Glasgow, the senior. So, again, 2 really talented teams, 2 teams that will be ready to go. Man, Pat, I'm excited for this game, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, the stars need to be stars. And if you're the Mustangs, it's Glasgow, it's Runyon, it's Bo Houston, Jackson Jones. Those are your stars. But the ones that are going to win the game is everybody else. It's gonna be Blake Perrin. It's going to be Cahill. It's going to be Bailiff. It's going to be these kids that are coming off the bench like they have all year long and provided that spark and that energy, the three-point shooting right there of some of these kids out there. Braden Fuller, the size that he has is going to be paramount. He's going to have to be bigger than he's ever been if you want to move on to the next stage.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I got a chance to stay and watch that ADM game against Nevada the other night just to kind of get it. I have not got a chance to watch Nevada play, and we've seen ADM already. So, I tell you, this Nevada team's really good. If you're a Cubs fan that's sitting at home right now and aren't able to make this game, be fired up. You got a great basketball team out here. Got a lot of shooters. I can tell you right now that looking at number 11 for the Cubs, and that's Colin Memmer, man, that dude was on fire shooting from the three-point field against ADM. You know, they got shooters down there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Obviously, they got some good senior leadership down on that team, just like we do. You know, looking at their roster right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have 8 seniors. I apologize. We have 11. So when you got a big senior group, that senior leadership, that helps a lot, especially as we get down to this time of the year, Pat.
Absolutely. And you look at three-point shooting. People say they're only an inside game because of their size.
They're not, man.
That's not the case. They're a 33% three-point shooting team, so you know that they get that ball in there. We have to be very disciplined on the perimeter to make sure that we're not giving up those open threes.
Yeah, because if you look at the size and the height advantage, it is advantage Nevada. They have the height advantage. They got a couple bigger kids down there than we do. But I'll tell you, if you're a Nevada fan and you see that, yeah, be excited. But I'm going to tell you, Nevada, we've been outsized all year long.
Yeah, right.
And it hasn't affected us. You know, yes, we have some losses and stuff, but overall we played through that and we played very well. We will get our rebounds. We will play tough. So, like I said, that's why I'm excited for this matchup. It's going to be really fun to watch.
How do you combat size? You combat size by speed and quickness. Change of speed, change of direction, get the trees off of their feet, kind of get them off balance, and then you go right by them on offense. On defense, if they do make a shot, get that ball down court as fast as you can. Yeah, no doubt.
And I'm really interested to see how Nevada's going to defend the Mustangs. If I'm Nevada, I do what I can to slow the game down, because if the Mustangs can get out and run, generate turnovers, it's going to be a long night for the Cubs. If the Cubs can slow things down, like Sadell did a little bit in that first half, that could be a benefit. So we'll see. All right, everybody, we're going to turn things down courtside. They're going to announce tonight's starting lineups. We'll have national anthem. After that, we're going to kick back here, and we're going to get ready to tip this game off. Super excited. Everybody, let's get ready to rock and roll. Let's turn it down courtside.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to Dallas Center Gardens High School for tonight's Class 3A Sub-State 6 semifinal boys basketball matchup between the Nevada Cubs and your Dallas Center Gardens Mustangs. The winner tonight's game will play in the 3A Sub-State 6 final to be played on Monday, February 28th at Centennial High School against the winner of Alden Newton, who plays in the second half of tonight's doubleheader. The officials for tonight's game, as assigned by Iowa High School Athletic Association, are Travis Berkey, Garrett Wirtz, and Jack Schleil. Tonight's athletic trainer is Jared Torrey of Athletico. Head coach for the Cubs is Tyler Struck, assisted by John Cruz and Landon Dahlbeck. Head coach for the Mustangs is Joel Rankin, assisted by Eric Rash, Patrick O'Connell, Brady Dixon, and Eric Jewell. Now, let's meet tonight's starting lineup, beginning with the Cubs. At guard, a 6-foot senior, number 3, James Edwards. At guard is a 6'3" senior, number 5, Ty Dittmer. At guard, a 6-foot senior, number 11, Colin Benner. At center is a 6'7" junior, number 21, Carson Rhodes. At forward is a 6'4" senior, number 22, Spencer Grant. And now, your starting lineup for the Mustangs. At guard is 9'10" senior, number 2, Bo Houston. At guard is a 5'10" senior, number 4, Chica Williams. At guard is a 6'3" senior, number 20, Tyler Bailiff. Good sportsmanship by participants, coaches, and spectators. Good sportsmanship starts with respect for yourself, your team, the opponent, and the decisions of the officials. Don't confuse negative chants or comments directed at opponents or officials as a way to support your schools. Those actions will cause our schools and communities to be cast in a negative light and are grounds for removal from the venue. We thank you for your cooperation and invite you to enjoy the game and make it a night to remember.
All right, everybody, here we go, man. These are two super talented teams getting ready to tip off. Super excited to see what's going on. Calix Cahill back for the Mustangs tonight, not starting, but should be available off the bench. So it'll be nice to have his size back in the lineup against Nevada tonight. So here we go. The tip, Mustangs win. Even though Grant had Bailiff by a couple of inches there, he was able to get the tip off. Runyon at the top of the key.
A couple feet, let's be honest, right?
Yeah,
a
couple of feet, no doubt. All right, Runyon going right side, hands off to Houston. Runyon working his way across, gets the ball from Houston. Comes around, swings it to Glasgow. Cole going to work his way through. Up, tipped away, turnover. Nevada with the first turnover, working it up.
Oh.
And it will be an offensive foul called on Nevada.
Yeah, not out of control, but in control, but still going so fast. He throws the ball, still going forward.
Yeah, it's tough when you get that type of
charge.
momentum going. So number 3, Edwards, will be called his first foul, be Nevada's first team foul.
But the effort to get back on
No
defense
doubt.
was big time, and that's what it's going to take.
All right, the Mustangs working their way through, handoff to Houston. Bo's going to take it up. Works on getting into Bailiff, isn't able to do it. Tips away. Nevada to come away with the ball again. Mustangs able to get a shot up their first 2 possessions. Nevada working really well defensive side. Mustangs on defense now. Dittmer hands off to Meemer. Meemer's kind of held up. Tipped away by Cole right there, but Edwards able to recover. Edwards at the top. Rhodes comes to screen. Kicks out right here. Dittmer throws it up. And it's going to get the roll off the rim. Nevada with the first 2 points of the game. Mustangs to run here. Cole's going to work. And he gets the 2 points out the fast break.
And that's what we talked about at the beginning. How do you beat the slower teams? Get that ball out of bounds and get it down court.
And here we go again. Dittmer working. He passes out to Rhodes. Rhodes going to work himself down, and he's going to travel. Turnover Nevada. You can definitely tell that there's some nerves and butterflies working through both these teams. I mean, it's a big game for both schools. I guarantee about, get 3 minutes into this thing, both teams will settle down a little bit.
They will settle down, and right now DCG is trying to jam that through that zone or that man-to-man. There's hands everywhere, and Cubs are coming away with the steals.
Oh, there we go. Nice job by Runyon under the basket lay-in for the Mustangs. Got a 4-2 Mustang lead. All right, here we go. Rhodes coming up. He's going to go around Jones.
Oh, that's a travel right there again.
Dittmer puts the ball up, isn't able to get it. Mustangs working in transition. And that'll be out on Nevada. Cole thought he might have been fouled, but made a good job just kind of knocking the ball away, which was a good thing because Cole, if he would have got that up, that could have been an easy finish. So
Absolutely.
Nice job by Nevada defensively.
Yep, so both teams getting back on defense, and you're in a game like this, you're going to have to get back because that ball's going down like a shot.
Mustangs to inbound. Runyon with the ball, swings it to Jones. Jones going to get it into Bailiff, into Glasgow. Back out to Jones, who's going to fire for 3. Boom! Shakalaka! Big three-pointer for Jones. Mustangs up 7-2. Dittmer bringing the ball up for the Cubs. Going to work himself around the screen. He's going to pass over to Memmer, who's going to come around working on Houston. Nice defense by Bo. Not able to finish. Rebound, Houston. And he loses control. Edwards able to corral Memmer for 3 in the corner. And he buries a 3 for the Cubs. He stays hot coming off that ADM game.
Absolutely. The turnover right there. Sometimes you can get going too fast. That's what happened on that last possession right there.
Yeah, I mean, that's a rebound and looking to push forward, and both just couldn't quite hold on. That turnover generates a quick 3 for Nevada. Now it's 7-5.
Body went forward, and his feet stayed where they were at.
All right, Glasgow with the ball at the top. He's going to work his way around, and he'll be fouled, and that'll be on Dittmer, number 5, and that'll be the Cubs' second foul. And Dittmer's first.
I almost thought they were going to let that one go for a second. It was kind of delayed call right there, but that was an obvious foul right up the top.
All right, Nevada's got a couple players checking. Number 10, Cooker. And number 0, I'm just going to say Jacob, if that's okay, because I do not want to butcher that last name.
Right now for Nevada, they're putting him. It's hockey. We're getting people in, getting people out. Give me everything you got. We'll get some subs in. That's what they're
Runyon
doing.
working the ball at the top of the key. He gets it over to Jones. Jones will fire again. That looks to be short, and that'll be a rebound right there because Glasgow able to tip it away. Mustangs able to get another offensive possession off the offensive board. Bo with the ball fake gets it to Runyon. Runyon back to Bo again. Bo comes around, gets it to Glasgow, and he's going to back it out. No, he does turn and go. Gets it to Jones, who's going to come around the screen. Gets it into Bo Houston, and that'll be a block right there by Rhodes. Great job by Rhodes getting up on that block shot.
And that's their money right there. Get up there and block that all day long.
Jump shot right there by Dittmer, rebounded by Houston. Bo pushing, and he holds up. Nice decision by Bo Houston.
Yeah, there's nothing there. It's 1-on-3. Live to fight another day.
Houston does square up. He's able to fire for three. Doesn't quite get the roll. Tyler tried to tip that back up. Wasn't able to go. Rebound Nevada. And now we're pushing Grant right here. He shoots a floater. Doesn't get it. Rebound Jones. Gets it out to Runyon, and Runyon's pushing. He gets it to Cole. Gets it to Houston. And he'll finish. What a great fast break possession by the Mustangs there.
And you take it against the shot blockers, you got to take it right into the body right there. That was a great play there by Bo Houston.
Grant gets it into Rhodes, who's working against Bailiff, and Rhodes able to finish. Good defense, but that's tough when you got that type of height advantage.
Yeah, you got that kind of size. You should be doing that all day, big fella.
All right, Runyon to bring the ball up. It's a 9-7 game. Mustangs up by 2 with 3:19 left in the first period. Runyon's going to try to work. Ball knocked away right there, though, by Koiker. And Nevada's going to bring the ball up. Dittmer, number 5, guarded by Glasgow. He's going to work off Rhodes' screen. He's going to keep going. Bailiff with the block. So the Mustangs get a block of their own, and the Mustangs going the other way with an advantage. And another, I don't know if it's a block or he just knocked it out. Either way, great play by Rhodes just to knock the ball away.
Yeah, he tried to actually get that ball back into the body. Just wasn't able to get there. Just too big right there, number 21, Rhodes.
All right, Edwards and Dittmer checking back in for Nevada. And they get it in. Cole, not able to finish. Nice inbound opportunity there, just couldn't get it to roll. Edwards bringing the ball up for the Cubs. Again, 9-7 Mustang lead. Great game so far. Gets that out to Memmer. Memmer's going to try to work off of a screen. Hands off to Jacob. Jacob's going to work his way around. He steps up, pulls up, and he buries the jumper to tie the game at 9. What a great shot right there.
Right there
by the sophomore.
Elbow. Nice shot right there.
Runyon working the ball up. He hands off to Perrin, the general, who checks in. And he gets it over to Hamill, who's also checked in for the Mustangs. And he's going to work his way around. And he's able to work a foul. Nice job. That'll be a foul called on Rhodes, his first. But nice job right there by Trevor Hamill, just working his way in and staying patient down there, Pat.
Yeah, if you can get that offensive player off their feet, shot blockers want to block shots. He's already got 2 or 3 on the game. That little head fake got him up. Perfect play right there by Hamill.
All right, Hamill to shoot 2. And he misses the first.
We talk free throw shooting. Both teams, and actually even DCG, a better free throw shooting team than what Nevada is. Nevada, 55% free throw shooting team, and that does not get it done in tournament play.
And Hamill buries the second. Mustangs go up 10-9. Nevada now with possession. Jacob bringing the ball up, dribbling up left side, guarded by Runyon. He's going to swing the ball over to Edwards, guarded by Glasgow. And Edwards going to work his way through. Oh, really nice job by Edwards.
Yeah.
And that's just Cole staying strong with the rebound. And Hamill trying to work his way through, gets it back over, and that's going to be tipped out by Nevada. Kind of ugly transition down, but Cole Glasgow, way to stay strong, because one thing Edwards does have, and I watched it against ADM, he's got a motor. Yeah. This kid will go to the ball all the time. And Glasgow, just a nice job to stay strong with the ball. Otherwise, it would have been offensive rebound.
Yeah, absolutely. And you want to know why you lift all the weights in the off season and during season or whenever you're doing it, you go watch that play right there at the 155 mark.
Yeah, you got two kids going at it, and somebody's got to come down with it. Cole got that battle. but that'll be one to watch the entire game. Cross court to Perrin for three in the corner. Boom! Shakalaka! Perrin buries the three off a Hamill pass. Mustangs up 13-9, coming up on 140.
And there's one of your keys to the game. That's one of your sub players right there.
Edwards going to kick out right there to Quaker. Quaker stopped at the top. He gets it to Memmer. Memmer's working around off of Perrin. And Blake's not going to give him much shooting room because that kid can't shoot the rock. Oh, and he comes up. Really nice move and gets around Perrin. That'll be an easy 2 points for the Cubs. 13-11 lead now. Runyon bringing it up. Really nice play by Memmer there. Jacob's going to go all the way around, and he gets it. Wow. Draws the foul in the and one. Basket will count, and that'll be the second foul on Rhodes. And if you're a Mustang fan, getting him in foul trouble is kind of a big deal.
That is a big deal because that opens up everything. Rhodes will come out of the game now at the 109 mark, but the take by Runyon right there to take it right over the top of him and the harm right there, unbelievable.
Yeah, so we got Dittmer and Grant checking back in for the Cubs. Runyon to shoot the free throw to see if he can finish the three-point play. And he gets the roll. Big roll right there, 16-11 with 109 left in the first period. Nevada with the ball. Now the Mustangs going with their 2-1-2 half-court trap.
Now this is just to slow everything down right here. I saw this in practice yesterday, and they're just slowing the things down. Make sure that they don't give up that shot right there.
Oh, Memmer almost got the roll. That's Edwards again right there. Getting a big offensive rebound. Wasn't able to finish. And Glasgow, he's going to – oh, really nice job right there. Oh, big block right there by Grant.
D right there. Good
really
D.
Good defense. Rhodes coming around, working through.
Oh,
and that's going to be a foul called on Jacob Runyon. Nevada will inbound with 32.3 seconds left. I love the action on the floor right now. Both these teams know what's on the line, and they are both playing hard basketball. This is a lot of fun to watch.
And there is no question on this side of the gym, there's nowhere to sit.
All right, Bailiff and Houston checking back in for the Mustangs, giving Runyon and Hamill a break. Grant able to get it out to Jacob, who's going to dribble baseline, dribbles back out. He's going to get the ball back up to Dittmer.
Now the defense cannot over-pursue when the ball hits the baseline because they'll go the other side and get open shots.
Dittmer has to get the ball back out to Memmer, who's guarded by Houston. Bo's got to be careful. Nice job using the baseline. Nice block by Bo Houston. And that'll be out on the Mustangs. Nevada retain possession, but that's a big block by the small senior down there, making a big play for the Mustangs.
Putting up a couple fingers right there. He got 2 fingers. That's all he needed on that one to block that shot. Nice job.
That is. Inbound to Dittmer,
seconds.
8 seconds. Nevada's see what they're going to work for a play to get a shot up. Going to swing over to Edwards. Edwards going to come off. Grant's going to fire for three, and he's going to miss. That'll end the first period. Your Mustangs 16, Nevada Cubs 11. But what a great first period of basketball, Pat. I mean, Nevada came out like I knew they would. Going to play solid basketball. Have done some good things. Mustangs coming out, same thing. Just got a couple more three-pointers to fall, but what a great game, Pat.
The game plan going in. The meticulous attention to detail that you have. Sometimes it goes out the door, but when you start to execute the plan against the other team versus your own kids, things don't always go the way you want. There's the same thing for DCG. Go down here. They've probably got 4 or 5 turnovers right now trying to jam it through that man-to-man. They're going around swatting the ball. Cubs are. Right now, Mustang's going to have to get that figured out.
Well, this length for this Nevada team reminds me of our girls Mustangs team when you got those long arms, and it's easy to get some of those tipped balls. Nevada's done a good job of that. Mustangs, though, have just settled in, but they're being strong on the rebound side. We talked about rebounds earlier. The Mustangs have just done a very good job with that so far. It's a 5-point lead for the Mustangs, but this game isn't anywhere close to being anywhere close to over. Nevada's got too many good shooters. Good team. Let's see what the adjustments are made for the second period, but I expect this to be as much firepower and excitement as we saw in the first period, Pat.
Well, the question is will Rhodes even enter the game in the rest of this half in this next 8 minutes? We'll find out, but if he is, he's going to have to be careful. If that's the case, you take that thing right to the lid.
All right, Nevada to start with possession. Dittmer gets the pass on the inbound, looks to go around the screen. Tyler Bailiff with the big block. Oh, man, what a save by Edwards right there. Grant fires for three. He misses. Rebound by Runyon. He's going to forward it up to Glasgow. misses the layup. Jones able to get the ball back out to Bailiff. Gets it to Jones, who's going to fire back over to Bailiff. Wow, what a possession right there.
That was unbelievable. I still don't know how that didn't go in.
Jones fires for three.
Boom!
Shakalaka! Jones looking good, hitting some big-time shots for the Mustangs early.
And this is not a 20-point game where they're easy to go in. These are crunch time shots right here.
All right, here we go. Edwards gets the pass from Memmer, gets it out to Jacob, who's working on Jacob Runyon on the other side. Got a couple of Jacobs heading up. You got to like that. Dittmer right now with Glasgow trying to work around.
Keep your hands in, hands in.
The ball hits the basket. Bailiff able to corral it in, gets it to Runyon. And the Mustangs able to convert on that. Jacob's going to go around, gets it to Bailiff, and he finishes under the basket. 21-11, Nevada calls a timeout as the Mustangs extend to double digits, Pat.
Dribble, penetration, kills defenses. All you got to do is get one person in there. Jacob Runyon will find you no matter where you're at on there. Bailiff hits that shot right there. Now we're getting a critical time of this game. They might have to bring Rhodes back in to help solidify that interior, or it's going to be a 20-point game by the end of the first half.
Yeah, that's something Nevada doesn't want. I mean, it's now a 10-point lead. That's where the Mustangs want to get double digits and extend. Nevada's got to come back this next possession. They know how big a bucket's going to be here. It's 6:44 left in the second. Those were quick baskets, a quick 5 points to put them up double digits. Nevada's just got to slow some things down. Don't push, don't rush shots. Take the open good looks, but don't rush anything. We still got a lot of time left in this game. You know, as long as Nevada's doing that, they'll be good. The Mustangs just keep doing what they're doing. Their defense is tight. They're making it really hard for Nevada. Nevada got a lot of easy buckets against ADM going to the basket. ADM did not defend well down there. The Mustangs are making it more difficult, and that's something that Nevada's struggling with to start. We'll see if that's an adjustment that they make here.
There's nothing easy right now, and everybody knows we've got one foul right now in the game. That's unprecedented. Only 4 for Nevada. So there's not a lot of fouls being called. It is a physical game out there, and if you're not a good free throw shooting team, you have to get out there and get after it. And just like we said, in comes Rhodes to help protect the middle.
Yep. All right, Memmer's going to get the ball out to Dittmer. Dittmer's looking to go around. He gets the ball out to Grant, who fires from 3. He misses. And that's what you get from Rhodes down there. Nice job saving that rebound. Memmer, that's a tough shot. Misses. Oh, and that's going to be off Runyon. That was a tough shot.
That was a tough shot.
Wow. How he got that off was there. But, hey, that's what you see from Rhodes coming in, though. He's able to save that possession with the height advantage. That's something that Nevada cannot afford to lose. But the Mustangs, if they can get him in foul trouble, could be advantage Mustangs.
Well,
there.
I'm sure Rhodes' mom and dad were looking at that last play. Oh, my God, he's going to get another foul. Oh, and there it is right. Oh,
foul's going to be called on Bo.
I think it's on Tyler.
No, foul on Bo Houston. I'm not sure. Anyway, foul's called. Nevada to inbound here. They're going to flip it over. Oh, guess what? Bo Houston's going to take that, and he'll finish. And he does. 23-11. The Mustangs' transition offense is amazing. I don't know if Nevada's seen anything like this year, but if you let them get out, you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, you have got to get there sometimes.
Nice play by Bailiff. Gets the steal right there on the inside. Mustangs outrunning again. And Runyon gets it. Oh, if he would have finished that, that would have been unbelievable.
This is now.
That was the deal.
You have to execute these. I know it's fun and the highlight stuff, but, man, execution beats that.
Grant's going to get it into Edwards, and he's going to dribble
foot.
off his foot, and that'll be a turnover, Mustangs ball. Man, I'll tell you, the pace is unbelievable. I know the Mustangs are dictating it, and that's what they want. Nevada's got to figure out a way to slow the game down. If they don't, and it continues to be like this, it's advantage Mustangs all night, Pat.
Well, they got to stop turning the ball over is what they need to do. I mean, it's one thing to get good shots, but you can't be dribbling it off your foot if you want to get back in the game.
All right, Bailiff out. Trevor Hamill checking in for Tyler, giving him a breather. Runyon's going to take the inbound. Mustangs 23, Nevada 11 with 5:35 left in the second period.
The physicality is big time. You got to protect the ball at all costs.
Runyon gets the ball back from Bo, asking for a screen, and he just goes right around. What a great play right there by Jacob Runyon. Him and Cole Glasgow have got a first step that you have got to be aware of. Edwards draws some contact and finishes. No foul called. Really nice play right there by the senior.
Absolutely. that first step, dribble penetration. Everybody on the outside, take your big defender out there, drive right on by him.
Well, and I'll tell you what, if we talk about a quick first step, Edwards has got it for Nevada, probably more than any. Well, Jacobs got it too. So those are two guys you got to watch out for. Hamill for three, he's going to miss. Tipped away, Jones able to come down with it, gets it to Runyon. Back to Jones, who's going to fire for three. Boom! Shakalaka! Jones is on fire! And I'll tell you what, Pat, when he's hitting shots, watch out.
Yeah, I mean, that turns this team into a whole nother team.
Rhodes, jump shot, misses. Jones goes up and gets a big rebound. What a game for Jackson Jones. And that gets out to Bo Houston, pass from Runyon. Bo's going to go, gets it to Glasgow. Hits the Hamill right there. He's going to go all the way in. Draws the foul. And with that, we'll put Hamill to the line. And number 22, Grant, will be charged with his first, and that'll be the 15th foul for the Cubs.
Yeah, if you're Nevada right now, it's a perfect storm. It's like they're hitting from the outside. We got to take that. They're driving by us every time we get it. We get fouls everywhere. It's a perfect storm right now for Nevada. And I don't know what you can do other than sit back and watch it.
I tell you, Hamill hits his first. Blake, the general parent, checking in for Glasgow. Dittmer checking back in for the Cubs. Looks like number 4, Hawbaker, is checking in for the Cubs. And we got Rhodes taking a seat. Got Quaker checking back in. See if I missed anybody. I think that's it. Member's still in. Dittmer's still in. Hamill to shoot his second. And he misses. Oh, man. Almost tipped out. Great save by Jacob for the Cubs. Dittmer bringing the ball up. Hamill's officially shooting 50% from the free throw line tonight. 29-13 Mustang lead. Dittmer trying to work his way around. Gets it to Jacob. And that's a quick first step. You got to be careful. He can get around you quick. Gets the ball out to Quaker. Quaker gets down to Memmer. And that's just a guy you cannot leave open to shoot. He's just got a really good shot. Oh, Memmer bringing it in. He draws the foul and finishes. Great play right there by the senior Colin Memmer.
Well, they got players too. They got dudes. So when you look at it, hey, I'm a dude too. I'm going to do the same thing to you that you're doing to us. They're going to get the three-point opportunity right here.
Yep, Glasgow checking in for Houston. Memmer to shoot a free throw right here. If he hits that, he'll finish the three-point play. Really nice job taking it to the basket. And he does bury it. 29-16. It's a 13-point lead for the Mustangs. Runyon bringing the ball up here for the Mustangs, going right side. And he looks to go right. Again, that quick first step. He goes around both screens, finds Jones, gets it out to the general, over to Hamill, gets it to Cole. Cole back out to Hamill.
Jeez, that's cut his arm
off. Oh, man, a lot of action right there.
Timeout DCG. I don't think he got any ball on that last one to Hamill right there at the top of the key, but the hands are everywhere. Like we said, there's only 8 fouls called in the entire half. So you're not, if you think you're going to get a call, you're probably not. You got to man up, you got to grab that ball and don't let anybody else have it.
But what I've seen from both teams, they're attacking the basket. Both teams are. Nevada's doing it on their end, Mustangs doing it on their end. The big difference right now is the Mustangs are hitting threes, and we are a three-point shooting team, and we're hitting buckets tonight. So Nevada's got to be cognizant of that. Jones is on fire, but Bo can hit, Runyon can hit, Cole can hit. I mean, Cole right now doesn't have any he's got 2 points. So, I mean, if you look at that with 3.5 minutes left, up 29-16, Glasgow's only got 2 points. You're like, you wouldn't think that would be the case.
I'll guarantee you Cole's looking over at the scoreboard right there saying, I like this 13-point lead. I'll stay right where I'm at. I'm good with 2.
And he's not forcing it, but what he is doing is he's helping distribute the ball, and he's doing the little things. He knows he's going to get his chances. Cole cuts. Hamill doesn't find him. Runyon now off the pass from the general. General gets the ball, kicks back out to Glasgow. He's going to come off the screen. Jump shot. Misses. Oh, big rebound right there by Hawbaker. Jacob's going to have the ball. Pushes it up to Dittmer. Dittmer's going to try to go around. He stops at the free throw line. He's looking for some help. Gets it to Quaker. Quaker going left. Dishes back out to Memmer. Memmer guarded by Jones. And he's going to go around. He's going to step up for a jump shot. Buries a nice jumper right there for the senior. And the Nevada Cubs now starting to close the gap, 29-18.
Yep, and that's your goal right now. I think get that thing under 10 points going into the half, and that's a win.
Hamill for 3. In and out.
Oh,
And
man.
that'll be a call on the Mustangs. Nevada ball. And that call is going to be on
Blake Perrin.
Blake Perrin. Will get his first foul. It'll be the Mustangs' 14th foul. Here we go. Calix Cahill, who missed the last game with an illness, now in the game for the first time for the Mustangs.
Well, we're going to find out real quick what he's got for legs because he's going to get 2.5 minutes of time here.
All right, here we go. Jacob bringing the ball up for the Cubs. Cubs get a bucket here. They get it under 10 points. Swings it over to Jacob, and he's going to fire a three from the corner. It's going to be in and out. That'll be a rebound by Glasgow. Cole going to push the ball. And he does. He's going to blow by. He's going to draw the foul, though.
See, the defense is playing up so tight because of the threes that were made. They're playing very tight. That opens them wide open for that drive-by right there that Cole just did. So now the next one's going to be 1-1 for DCG.
All right, Runyon to inbound. Gets it to Glasgow coming off the play. Didn't get anything there. Perrin's going to pop. Oh, man, and that's going to roll out. Rebound Dittmer.
It did everything but go in.
It did everything but go in. Gets it up to Hallbaker. Is going to get it back out to Dittmer. Gone to the 2-minute mark here in the second period. Nevada's done a great job the last couple of possessions closing the gap. They were down by as much as 16. It's an 11-point game. A bucket here gets it under double digits. So this is a big possession for the Cubs. Fires short. Oh, man, and Jones can't corral it. And, again, those little things giving Nevada another opportunity is not what you want.
No, but those are also those ones that come off the bottom of the rim that come at you so fast. Those are really hard to corral.
Edwards back in and Grant back in. Bailiff checking back in for Cahill, who got some time on the court, just getting him, I think, easing him back in a little bit.
Back into it.
All right, Grant looking for something. Finally fires out to Memmer. Nice close defensively by Runyon. Gets it to Jacob. Down to Grant. Grant's just going to do a little floater, and he gets it, and there it is. It's a 9-point game. And that's exactly what Nevada wanted to do. The Mustangs really need a bucket here to extend that back over.
This 7-0 run right here.
Runyon going to go all the way through, and it's going to be a turnover. So the Mustangs not playing very good basketball here these last couple minutes, and Nevada's taking full advantage. Memmer for three at the top. He gets it in and out. And Grant's going to get an easy lay, and now it's a 7-point game for Nevada. Nevada doing a really nice job right here, just doing what they do best, and that's working it in down low. The Mustangs got to quit turning the ball over. Jones gets in, doesn't finish. Rebound Nevada now. Man, Nevada can really close the gap. They get it out to Memmer. Swings it over to Edwards. Gets it all the way down to a wide-open Dittmer, who fires back out to Grant. He's going to miss, and that's a rebound. Jacob gets it down to Dittmer.
That's foul. That's
Foul
a good
on
foul.
the
That's
floor.
a good foul, too.
And that'll be the 15th foul. And Nevada will have to inbound. 33.3 seconds left, 29-22. And Nevada has just worked themselves right back into this game. They were down 16, and they're on a 9-0 run right now, Pat.
Yep, now it's just a matter of discipline. Get back to where you were. Get the energy back. We're going right on through. We're trying to be a little bit probably too unselfish with the ball. We got to get the ball back up on the rim.
Grant working the pass. Inbound here. Gets it into Dittmer. Throws it up. Foul's going to be called, and he'll get to shoot two.
I didn't even see any.
Cole will be his first foul. 16 foul for the Mustangs. Dittmer will go to the line to shoot two. These are two big free throws. This could cut it to a 5-point game with 30 seconds left. Basketball is a game of runs, and it's one of those, can you sustain it? And if the Mustangs can bounce back from it. Dittmer, nice job hitting the free throw. It is a 6-point game.
66% free throw shooter on the year.
Peitzman checks in for Bailiff. And if you're a Cubs fan, you just got to like how they've just stayed in and just worked themselves back into this game. Dittmer in and out on the second. Glasgow with the rebound, and I would assume the Mustangs will hold for a final shot.
Well, if they can get something going, it looks like they will. But if you get that wide open layup or something like that, you can get to the rim, go ahead and take it. But they'll take the last, so at least 6-point lead going into halftime. And that's
right.
that's a good place to be.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I know they like to be more, and Nevada's made it tough, and that's exactly what we knew it was going to be. It was not going to be an easy game. Cole gets out, fires to Perrin for three, and he's going to miss. He'll be short, and that will end the first half. Mustangs 29, Nevada 23. That's a 6-point lead. Nevada able to close. They finished on a 10-0 run, Pat. They were down 16, so really nice basketball from the Cubs. The Mustangs, that last 3 minutes of the period there, I guarantee they'll be talking about that at the half, but having a 6-point lead, Pat, that's a good deal.
Well, it absolutely is, especially against a talented team like this. Yes, Nevada did get down early, but they were able to battle all the way back. So the next time you have an opportunity to get that lead extended, which it will be DCG ball to start the second half, they'll come out, you get that one shot, get that thing to go down. Let's see if we can see a little bit of pressure on Nevada.
All right, everybody. So it's a big halftime here. Mustangs up. Nevada's making this a game. We knew they would. This is a really talented team. I'll tell you what, though, the Mustangs just got to get back to what they were doing and quit kicking themselves in the butt a couple times, where we couldn't get rebounds. It goes off. I know those are things you can't always control, but you give Nevada second opportunities like that, they're a team that can make you pay for that, and they did that on that 10-0 run down the stretch.
Yeah, they shoot at a good percentage. They rebound at a high level. And they do the things that way that help you win games. So what were they doing at the beginning of the game when we're on that run with all that energy, and we're pushing that ball all the way up court? So we got to get to the point back where we're using our speed, we're using our quickness against some of these bigger kids right here and getting to the rim.
It's always fun we always talk about wanting to be a fly on the wall at halftime, especially in a game like this. What is Nevada talking about? What adjustments are they thinking? What's Coach Rankin talking about with the Mustang boys? What adjustments they want to make? I mean, this game, 6 points is nothing between both of these teams. Both of these teams have a ton of firepower and a lot of talent. So it's really going to be who's going to come out of halftime, score that first bucket, get things going. Mustangs have possession. So as a Mustang fan, that's what I'm looking for. The Mustangs are going to come out, get that first basket, get in that 10-0 run, say, hey, okay, now we're back on the board again, and now let's get back to business.
Right. Setting the tone out of half is a big thing. That just gets everything going. It's like, all right, we're done with the first half. We're ready to move on and win this second half, and whoever wins the second half is going to end up moving on to the regional final. Yeah,
so, I'll tell you, it's been a lot of fun to watch. This has been great. So we got to give a huge shout-out to our stream sponsor tonight, and that's the Absolute Group. Absolute Group, man, they've been a huge supporter of DCG as a school, as their athletic department, the Booster Club. So Absolute Group, from my heart, from Pat, from everybody here on the streaming side, Mike, everybody, and all the fans at home, both Nevada and DCG, thank you guys for making this stream possible tonight. It's fun that we get to bring this game to you, and I'll tell you what, it's going to be a slam bam. It's going to be a thrill here in the stable.
Yeah.
This second half coming up.
I might even stop down to their main office here at some point and thank them personally. I think I should do that after work.
Yeah, no doubt. I'll tell you, it's going to be awesome. And I'll tell you, if you came into tonight looking for a good basketball game, you've tuned into the right stream, because I'll tell you, it's been amazing. The Mustangs have a packed house on this side. I know with the weather, Nevada probably would have liked to have more fans, but I'll tell you what, they represent strong on the other side, and hopefully everybody at home is enjoying this as much as we are. I tell you, the second half, Pat, for me is just going to be, again, continuing to see how the Mustangs can get off of this 10-0 run, getting a first basket, but getting back to what they did, and like you said, running early that third period, Pat.
Well, it's also getting back to the details of the game. When you're up big, you can start to get away from the game plan a little bit and just kind of ad lib. Well, we can't do that right now.
Nope.
So we got to get back to the details, back to the finite items that got you where you're at. And that's V cuts coming off of screens, getting open on offense. That's the defense and making sure that we don't have defensive breakdowns, somebody driving all the way around from one side, all the way around for a hoop and the harm. Just the little things like that. Box out. All guards need to box out to make sure that they are to reduce the opportunity for second chance points for Nevada. You do all those things. We have the athletes. We have the shooting. We have a lot of things going our way right now. I think we'll be in good shape for the second half.
I do as well, as long as we can continue to play. We just got to get off and get the first bucket. I think that's going to be the key for the Mustangs. not, don't turn the ball over early and do those things. We just had a couple of snafus, a foul down here offensively, rebounds going off on us that have allowed Nevada to take advantage of those second opportunities, and good basketball teams will do that, Pat. So we can't do that. We got to protect the ball a little bit better, continue to rebound. I thought we rebounded well that first half. We got to continue to do that. We know Nevada's going to get theirs. We got to get ours, and we can continue to do that. The thing I've been really impressed with, though, is just how the teams have gone after it, man. The energy on the floor, the pace of the game. Pat, all that has just been amazing, and it's been so much fun to watch and commentate.
It is, and there's a lot of hands out there. There's a lot of checking. There's a lot of body. It's a physical game everywhere, out front and down low, and it really makes it challenging for guards because anytime the Mustangs go through is they're checking that ball. They're taught right now, they're coached. If that ball gets by you, you're guarding somebody else, just give them a little flip like that. Maybe you'll touch that ball. That's how they're getting their turnovers right on through here. So it's not the person that's guarding them, it's the one that's on the other side just flipping that ball out there that is sagging off to pinch it out. That's good coaching. That's good technique. Now we have to either get through there or see if we can't pull somebody on V-cuts, cut back screens and back doors. See if we can't get them off balance.
I mean, we said earlier when the stream started, Pat, you looked at the numbers. You were like, man, these teams are evenly matched. And, we're seeing a lot of that on the court tonight. Both have very talented rosters. But the thing that you just can't match, and both teams are bringing tonight, is the intensity of play. And I'll tell you what, you need that to win games like this. And both teams are doing that right now. And I really think that the team that can continue to do that and do it for a longer period of time is going to have an advantage. I do think the DCG Mustangs have a little deeper bench than Nevada does.
Yep.
That could come in clutch down towards the back half of this. But free throws, Pat, we can't forget about that. Part of the game, free throws. Both teams don't shoot great, but Mustangs shoot almost about 10% better than Nevada does. Hitting those free throws down the stretch, especially in a game like this where it could stay tight going all the way down, that right there could be the difference between who gets a win and who goes home.
Yeah, no doubt about that. That's going to be something to definitely watch for the middle of that third quarter on. You can't give up layups. I mean, there's no sense in giving up two when you might only give up one. We have plenty of fouls to give. Nobody's in foul trouble. And when were we at our best? Is when Rhodes was on the floor.
Yep.
That's strange that a big guy like that, but that's when we were at our best, and maybe that's something that Nevada will look at and say, look, I mean, right now this is the matchup we need. So, Mr. Rhodes, I know you've been a gunner for us for a long time, but we need the quickness and we need the agility, so we'll bring you in spurts. We'll see what they do.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be all about those adjustments. What did coaches see? What did they didn't see? I mean, I love the game of basketball, but I'll never say I'm a coach. And those guys down there, they understand the game. And this being close as it is, both those coaches are going to be looking at those adjustments, and that's big. And the officials are calling a good game tonight. They're not calling it tight, and they're letting them play, which is good. And the fouls they've called, I mean, have been fouls. So that's what you want to see from a fan standpoint, is the officials not dictating gameplay right now. So I expect nothing different from that in the second half.
Nope, absolutely. Once we start up, we'll be good to go. Right now, we're in the round of 32. So if you're an NCAA guy or gal, we're in the round of 32. There's 32 teams left. After today, there will be 16 teams remain. We'll play that one game for the final 8, and that's the state tournament at Wells Fargo.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, hopefully everybody at home, we got just under 2 minutes left. Hopefully you guys got a chance to refill your snacks, got your drink refills in, maybe got a potty break in, whatever it is. If you haven't, please get it done now. You're not going to want to miss the start of this second half. But I'll tell you, Pat, another thing for me to watch is Cole Glasgow, because he had a very quiet first half. I would not be surprised at all if you see him start to come out and enforce a little Glasgow will. Just to see kind of what that's going to look like. So, that's something to kind of keep an eye on as well. I mean, he hasn't had to do a lot, which is great, but I'll be curious to see what Cole's going to look like and what he's going to do coming out second half.
Well, he always somehow, some way ends up getting his 15 to 20.
Yep.
Right? So, whether it's going to be a big third quarter or fourth or combination of both, somehow, some way, he's going to get his for sure. but don't force. We don't need the force. I mean, sometimes you get out there and you think, all right, I got to do this. We got a lot of players out there that can score the rock, so he might be one of those that they might have talked about that at halftime. They're like, look, you know he's going to get him. Make him push him outside the three-point line and see if he'll start, backing up and shooting some that are ill-advised shots. He won't. I don't see him doing that. He needs to get his going to the rack.
Yeah, there's no doubt, and I think he's going to want to get his on those fast break, those transition
Absolutely,
points.
right.
That's what the Mustangs do really well, and when Nevada was able to shut that down a little bit in that second period is where they were able to get back into the game. So they got to figure out how to continue to do that, whereas the Mustangs are going to go the other way. Hey, we got to figure out how to get back running again, because when we were doing that, that's when we were successful.
I almost guarantee you that was discussed, because we saw it right at the beginning of the game, and then when that run started going, they kind of got away from getting the ball out and getting down court again. So you want to pick the pace up in this thing. We got plenty of kids. They got all the legs in the world to make sure that they got 16 minutes left. Somebody's going to go home at the end of the night. You don't want it to be.
Well, and it's one of those deals, like you said, you get up 16 points, you're like, hey, we can take our foot off the gas a little bit. You can't do that in a game like this. You got to keep the pedal down. Don't worry about it. You get your points, and that's how it's got to be. And I think they learned a little bit of something in that in the first half. We'll see how that works. So, all right, everybody, welcome back. Halftime is over. Third period about ready to start. Mustangs will start with possession. They have a 29-23 lead. Nevada with a 10-0 run to finish the third period. Let's see what the Mustangs do to start here, Pat.
Let's see if we can get something out, the big boys back in there. Let's see if they just drive that ball right into the body.
All right, here we go. Glasgow swings it to Bailiff. Bailiff to Jones. Jones back out to Runyon. And Runyon's going to come up. He's going to hand off to Houston. Bowe's guarded by Grant. Swings it out to Jones. He's going to get it into Glasgow. Glasgow working his way down. And guess what he does? He takes it in. Not able to get it. Big rebound by Jones. Really nice job by Jackson with the offensive rebound. That's exactly what you need right there.
And that was a great take by Glasgow right there. Just got to get a little higher on the glass.
Yep, and we knew that was going to be. You give him that deal, it's where he's at. And there we go, swings it out. Houston for three in the corner, and he misses. Rebound Jones again. Glasgow for three at the top. He misses. Rebound Jones. Gets it off of that again. He gets it into Glasgow, and he finishes. 3 straight offensive rebounds by Jackson Jones. Keeps the possession alive, and the Mustangs needed that 2 points, Pat.
And there's your 2 by Glasgow right there. Doesn't matter how you get it as long as you get it.
Man, what a possession by the Mustangs. And here we go. Grant's working his way around. He's going to get it in, and that's an easy finish for Rhodes right there. Nice answer by the Cubs. Mustangs are starting to push a little bit. They want to get back to that. Runyon's going to come off the screen. He's going to get it out to Jones. Fires for 3. He's going to miss. Rebound right there by Rhodes. Nevada to work their ball back up on their end. Dittmer dribbles over, gets it to Memmer. Memmer all the way across court to Grant. Gets it over to Edwards. Edwards looking for a cutter. Block. Oh, really nice job by Bailiff right there.
By Bailiff right there on the big guy. Got to take this
Houston
in.
Working it out, gets it to Glasgow, swings it to Bailiff. He misses. Well, doesn't miss. He pulls down, fires to Jones, and he hits another one. Boom, shakalaka. The unselfish extra pass by Bailiff. That's an assist in the books right there for 20.
No doubt about it, and that's 3 for Bailiff right there. It just came at the hands of Jackson Jones.
That's right. Dittmer working his way around. Little floater right there. He's going to miss.
Jeez, that's got to be on the big.
And that's going to be a foul on number 21, Rhodes, and that'll be his third.
I think they got their feet tangled. It wasn't anything more. They got their feet tangled.
It wasn't nothing more than that. But that third foul is big because that comes with 5:39 left in the third period. So, again, for the Mustangs, very good to get him out because he can be a force down low. Really nice job by Bailiff down low right there.
This just seems like a big possession for the Mustangs right there to get this lead back up into double digits.
Runyon at the top. He looks, backs himself back out. He goes, draws the foul, not able to finish.
They are so crafty. Runyon is one of the craftiest, smoothest players I've seen on this court in a long time.
All right, Dittmer is going to be charged for his first foul, second team foul for Nevada. Puts Runyon at the line to shoot 2. He misses the first. Really need to get this one here because that'll put it back up to double digits for the Mustangs.
Jacob's a good free throw shooter. This one will go in.
There it is, and it does. Runyon hits the second. 35-25. Mustangs work it back up to double digits. Let's see if Nevada can buckle down here. Dittmer, cross-course pass to Grant, gets it over to Edwards. Edwards looking to go baseline.
That's going to be off.
Tipped off. Nice job by Runyon. Again, just getting the hand in and off of Edwards. Mustang basketball.
To be able to move your feet and stay in front of that offensive player like that is a major piece of how that happened right there. This is the unit right here that really hurt the Mustangs and getting that 10-point advantage for Nevada.
All right, here we go. Runyon working his way. Going to go around two screens. He's going to fire for three, and that's in and out. Guess who's there? Jones, and he's blocked. Cole able to come away, but that's the fourth offensive rebound for Jackson Jones in this quarter period alone.
He did.
Going to be a travel on Jones, or on Glasgow, sorry.
Yep. There's so much body contact right now everywhere, and it's fine. There's no problem with it, but he got pushed off center right there. He wasn't able to keep his feet.
Yep, definite travel. Call, turnover, Mustangs. Jacob with the ball for Nevada, dribbling up the left side. Looks to come around, and that'll be off Glasgow. Great defense. I mean, Jacob's trying. He's like, I'm going to get around, and all of a sudden Glasgow out in front. That's tough, man. I don't envy anybody trying to come around that. Great defense by the Mustangs. All right, Jacob gets it into Dittmer. 4:25 left here in the third. Mustangs 35, Nevada 25.
Well,
careful on that. Dittmer working his way through. Gets it out to Jacob, guarded by Bailiff. Out to Edwards. Tries to go around and does. Foul's going to be called on the ground.
You wonder if they're going to start cleaning this up a little bit now. There's been some pretty good contact out there. You just want, like that call right there, that's been going on all day long.
Yeah, but that foul will be called on Jacob Runyon. That'll be his second foul. Bailiff checking out. Calix Cahill checking in. All right, Nevada will retain possession. And you got Rhodes back in for Nevada.
And get himself 3 seconds in there.
Nice tip away right there by Jones. I'll tell you what, Jones is just playing. He's having a game tonight. It's a lot of fun to see 32 out there. The senior making a big difference for the Mustangs.
You know what? This is their last home game.
This is it.
This is the last game that they're going to play on this court.
All right, Jacob's going to dribble out. Edwards going to run over to the left side. He's going to get it to Dittmer on the right side. He's going to work it into Rhodes. Rhodes going to try to back down. He's going to work. Ooh, man, I thought Bo was going to take that. Nice job by Edwards. He's going to get it all the way out to Quaker. He misses big. Houston with the rebound. And Runyon gets the ball from Houston, and he's going to bring it up, coming up the left side. He's going to square at the top for three. He misses. Rebound Glasgow. And Cole under the basket with the big 2 points.
That's a nice bucket right there.
Great
all the
job.
Pressure on this side. Just flip it off the other side of the glass there. A nice job.
And I'll tell you, oh, man, Dittmer, I don't know what he's looking at there, but Edwards, great recovery right there by the senior. He's working himself in. Gets it to Rhodes. Rhodes working it in. He almost loses it. And he throws it. Jacob, wow, what a save by the sophomore. He dribbles around. He stepped back three, and he'll be fouled by Houston, and he's going to shoot three.
That's a tough one right there.
That is tough. That'll be Bo's third foul. He got in foul trouble last game, too. Hamill and Perrin getting ready to check in for the Mustangs. And Jacob, number 0 at the line. He's going to shoot for three.
He's going to get three.
He's going to get three here. He misses the first.
100%.
Well, until that miss.
But he's only got 10 free throws on the year. 100% from the line. That's not bad.
No, he buries these final two. It's back to a 10-point game. He misses the second.
He doesn't have a lot of shots in there, and during the season, that's one thing. That's a different type of pressure than is here at the stable here today.
All right, 3:03 left. Runyon going to get a break too. Hamill and the general checking in for the Mustangs. And the third free throw attempt for Jacob coming up after he was fouled on a three-point attempt. Buries the third. So he gets 1 for 3. That's a point. Mustangs now up 11. Cole to bring the ball up for the Mustangs as we just eclipse the 3-minute mark here in the third period. And Cole, pull-up jump shot. Oh, man, in and out. Rebound Rhodes. He pushes it up to Dittmer. And now Nevada trying to run a little bit here. Jones going to knock that away. How did Edwards get to that ball? That kid's motor is unbelievable.
Well, all these kids are all over the ball. Nothing is safe right now.
And that's a bad pass by Jacob. Turnover Nevada. Mustangs ball.
And all these turnovers, these passes that are going all over the place is a result of the direct heavy pressure that the Mustangs are putting on the ball and the receivers.
Peitzman checking in for Cahill. And I'll tell you, you something you just said, Pat, you don't really realize, and we said against the girls, this is the last home game for these teams, these players. So you don't really realize it, but, man, this is a big deal for these Mustang basketball players down here.
Win or lose, the next game will be in Ankeny.
All right, here we go. Perrin, the general, gets it to Peitzman, gets it out to Glasgow. 2:20 coming up, third period. Gets it out to Peitzman. Peitzman ball fake. Back to Glasgow. He's going to dribble back out.
Now they've got a lot of little set plays right here that they work with.
And Cole, oh, what a block by Dittmer. And what a rebound by Hamill.
Hamill just takes that thing right away.
And Jacob's going to be called number 0 for Nevada for the foul.
I really wish they would have let that play go. I mean, there's so many people in there scrapping and fighting and biting everywhere there are.
Jones gets a break, Runyon back in. I'll tell you what's impressed me, too, so far, Pat, is the offensive rebounding for the Mustangs. We talked about rebounding before the game, but the Mustangs have just stepped up in this game and are doing a great job. Runyon's got to get it out. He just does. The Glasgow. He gets it up to Hamill. Hamill's going to pass up, get it to Runyon, who's going to dribble back top. Swings it to Peitzman. Peitzman looking to go around, gets it out to Hamill. We're square up for 3. He's going to miss. Cole's going to tip it away, and Hamill, is able to get that. Gets it to Glasgow. Going to get it back out to Runyon. No need to force a bad shot right there.
Yeah. I mean, sit back up. Let's see where we're at.
37-26, Mustang lead with 1:30 left. Oh, what a move right there. Gets it into Glasgow. Nice defense right there by Quaker. Runyon out to Peitzman. He's going to fire for 3. He's going to be short. Nice rebound by Rhodes right there. That was a man's rebound.
Yeah.
And Nevada pushing it up. Oh, that's a steal for Glasgow. Behind the back, and a big finish. That's a boom shakalaka.
Showtime.
That was awesome. 39-26. Coming under the 1-minute mark. Edwards with Nevada at the top. He gets it out to Quaker. Quaker trying to get it in. Does to Edwards. Edwards tries to finish. Nice rebound right there. Back to Edwards, and that'll be a foul right there on Perrin.
Right there with all that going on, that's a good foul right there. Big guy. Man, you got to take one dribble and put that thing off the glass right there. Come on, man.
Edwards, man, he is expending a lot of fuel right now, and you can just see it. He's bent over. His hustle's been unbelievable. I noticed it against ADM. His motor is unreal. He may need a little breather, though. He's breathing heavy right now.
Yeah, there's not a lot of air down there on the court right now.
Bailiff checking back in for the Mustangs. So is Jones. Grant in the corner. He's going to come out. He's going to feed the Rhodes. That was a great give and go right there.
Take that thing right up there. You're bigger than everybody.
39-28, 11-point lead coming up on under 30 seconds. Mustang will hold for the final shot. Going to hand off to Peitzman. Going to get it to the general. Blake Perrin at the top. 5-second count. Blake's going to work his way around. He's going to hand off to Peitzman. Peitzman back out to Runyon. Coming up on 10 seconds. And here go the Mustangs right here. Runyon working his way around. And he will go off glass, and he will finish! What a big bucket by Runyon. Puts the Mustangs up 13. Now, what a way to finish the period. Mustangs up 41-28. And Pat, Mustangs were only up 5, and they were able to extend. We talked about that at halftime. How do you feel about what you've seen in this third period?
Well, I mean, what did you do? We've got back going to the rim. Our offensive rebounding has been out the best rebounding we've done. We've taken care of the ball.
Yeah, no doubt.
So all of the negative plays that we had in that second quarter, we did not have in the third quarter. We turned some of the negatives, maybe a bad shot or a missed shot, not that they're negatives, but they're that type of play, we've turned them into an offensive rebound, an extra possession. And finally, you get somebody out there, puts it in. Glasgow puts one in. We get the 3 from Jones. And that's really how they've extended this lead right here.
Well, I think the offensive rebounding, I can't say it enough. Jones with 4, giving the Mustangs chance after chance after chance. If you're Nevada, you can't let that happen. The Mustangs will take advantage, and they're going to get those extra points. And Nevada had that happen for them at the end of that second period when they made their run. They got some extra offensive rebounds. They got to get back to that, and the Mustangs need to keep pounding away at the boards.
Man, Jacob Runyon, yeah, man, that is a big-time talent right there.
All right, Edwards at the top of the key working down on Runyon. He's trying to get in and work himself a shot, and he does.
That's just forcing. That's just man up right there. That's will. That's a nice
Edwards,
play
the
right
senior,
there.
saying, hey, I'm going to take it upon myself to do what I got to do.
We got 7:40 relayed in this game right here.
All right, Runyon gets it to Jones. He's going to fire for 3, and he's going to be way off. Bailiff trying to get to it, doesn't. Jacob for Nevada gets the rebound, and he's running fast.
Jeez.
Gets it back out to Grant, who swings it over to Edwards, and he's going to try to go in again. Gets that out, a little shot.
Oh man.
Bailiff thought he had a nice
did.
tap out, but must have got a little bit there on Rhodes. He'll be called with the foul.
He got some hand on there, but
Yep, he did.
seriously, that's a big guy. He can take some of that contact.
All right, here we go. Rhodes can close it, get it under 10 points again if he buries both free throws. He misses the first. He'll get a shoot one more.
50% free throw shooter on the year, and he's had a lot of them. He's shot almost 50. That's 49. This will be his 50th one on the year.
All right, Bo Houston checking in for the general, Blake Perrin. He hits this. It's back to an even 10 points with 7:18 left in the fourth period.
And these are the little things we talked about. Not having a good free throw shooting team really puts you on the backside of getting back into a game.
Fires. Misses. Edwards.
Yeah.
He's going to draw a foul. Cole's going to foul him.
That's just a frustration deal right
Oh,
there.
no, my apologies. That's going to be on Edwards, not Cole. So Mustangs will get ball. Now Nevada's going to go to a press.
And they have to because they got to make this up. They're not going to shoot the free throws right.
Gets it to Bailiff. Works it back to Runyon. Runyon's going to get all the way around. Swings it to Houston, who's going to work it back out. Who's going to get it to Glasgow. Cole's working his way down. Gets it to Bailiff.
Hit it.
Bailiff to Houston. Houston's going to go down. He's going to get it back out to Bailiff. Gets it back to Runyon. Runyon will fire, though. Boom! Shakalaka! Big 3 for Runyon. Assist Bailiff. 44-30. Mustang lead.
When Bailiff gets that ball right there, he's had 3 or 4 shots. He needs to take one. He's earned it. But he's also got those 2 assists. He's got 6 points assists right there.
All right, nice job. Big-time shot here by Dittmer. He runs short. And it will be Mustang. Again, that short we talked about it. You get short under the rim. It comes off at an angle. And Rhodes had position. I apologize, position. It just came off his head, unfortunately.
Right.
Those are tough.
It comes up so fast.
We saw that happen to Jones down there in the second period.
That'll be a foul right there, too.
And that'll be a foul on number 3. That'll be his third, Edwards. And you could just see his frustration. He's frustrated. He just needs to calm down because he's a leader. Don't let that frustration get the best of you. You're still in this game. Continue to play, and there it is. His face kind of went back. All right, let's get going here. Runyon now pushing for the Mustangs. Gets it up to Glasgow. He's going to work his way through. Gets it to Houston, who's going to fire for 3. He's going to miss. Oh, Bailiff and Jones couldn't come down with that one, but Memmer did, and Memmer's pushing it hard right here. And he gets it out. Out to Memmer. Oh, he is going to fire. He's going to miss. Bailiff. Saves it. But that's going to be Dittmer for 3. He misses. Dittmer. That was a travel there. Didn't get called. Goes to Edwards. And that's a charge by guess who?
Wow.
Tyler Bailiff. He averages at least one of those a game. And Edwards gets called for his 4th foul. That is big for Nevada. What a charge taken by Bailiff.
And I'd have to go back and see exactly what happened there, but it looked like he just led with a little bit too much upper body right there.
Well, one thing Tyler does, and he does really well, is he will set his feet, and he is not afraid to absorb the contact. And as an offensive player, it's frustrating because when you get down into that area where charges can be called, you have so much momentum going on what you're doing, and if you got a good defender that is not afraid to take contact and will set his feet, those are going to happen. And Tyler is one of the best on this team at taking charges. We see it every game, Pat.
Yeah, those are the little things, the dirty things that really allow you to win games, the positive plays. I mean, that's 2 points. That's probably 3 points right there when it's all said and done. Go down there, you make the 2, you make a free throw. But, but what does it take? It takes intelligence. You got to know what's going on, where the ball is. You got to have position. And, you have to be there as well and willing and able to take the contact. Nice job.
Yeah, no doubt. So the Mustangs with a 44-30 lead coming out of the timeout. We're just under 6 minutes left in the 4th period. This is a great game. Nevada's playing good basketball. The Mustangs are. Nevada back in a press. They got to try to generate a turnover or something because the Mustangs, what they're going to do is they're going to get it down and they're going to work on burning clock. And he gets it out to Houston. Not sure if it was drawn up that way. He's not going to finish, but guess who's there? Jackson Jones, but the jump ball will be called. Mustangs will retain possession. Man, Jones has just done a great job on the boards tonight, Pat. I cannot say it enough.
The strength right now. I mean, this is why Jackson has been lifting the weights the whole time and things. I mean, it's unbelievable what he's done on the offensive rebounds.
And he's not the person you probably would have thought would have been doing it, but he is taking it on his own shoulders and saying, I got this. Mustangs dribble out. And this is a hard-fought game. Both these teams average 60 points a game. We're not going to get there tonight, and they're just working for every bucket that they can get. Runyon goes, oh, what a spurt. Not able to finish, rebound Rhodes, but got to love the effort by number 4 down there. All right, Dittmer with the ball, guarded by Glasgow. He's going to go in. He's going to get it out right there to Rhodes. He's going to go jump shot. He's going to miss. Rebound by who else? Jones working himself a game. I mean, he had some big threes early. He hasn't really shot the ball much, but he's been doing everything else. And that'll be a turnover called. Kick ball on Bo. It'll be Nevada ball.
These are the plays right here that we don't need to be running the ball into 4 guys like that. I know it's hard. You want to move the ball. You want to get it up. But try to get it to the middle of the floor if you can. But you got to control the ball. You got to protect the ball.
Dittmer guarded by Cole. Oh, Cole knocks it away. It's a turnover. Hey, I got a boom shakalaka coming. Boom shakalaka! Big dunk by Cole. Big turnover generated there by number 24, and he ends it with a nice 2-point slam dunk. All right, Memmer at the top, guarded by Houston. He's looking to see what he can do. He dribbles back out. He wants to go around.
Oh, that's an offensive charge.
And that's a put-in missed. Oh, and the Mustangs are going to knock it out themselves on that. I'll tell you, Bo, nice job taking contact there. Wow. That's just some stuff that I look at it as a fan and a commentator and go, man, that takes a lot for somebody to be able to take that kind of contact.
Yeah, that was not a little. That was a.
And I'll tell you, that could have been called either way. I'm surprised the whistle wasn't blown, even if they would have called it on Bo on that one.
Yeah.
Memmer guarded by Runyon, not able to get that off. And he turns the ball over. Runyon pushing, going coast to coast. He doesn't finish, though. He's had a couple of those tonight.
We're going to have a conversation here. I don't know what's going on. Are you out of bounds or technical or what? Yep. I think it was a coach technical. Oh, 11.
No, on number 11.
Well,
so you never want to see a technical call in the game. I mean, I don't like seeing them. Obviously, something happened on the court. We're not going to really know what that is. The official either heard something or something he didn't like, calls the T, put Runyon at the line to shoot a couple, and the Mustangs will have the ball after possession.
Well, you have.
Barry's the first.
Heavy pressure, double team. You're fighting to try and stay alive. You're trying to win a game. I'm sure he probably said something. It's just frustration.
Gets the roll on the second, Runyon does. Now it's a 48-30. It's an 18-point game, 4:17 left. And this is where the Mustangs have just done a good job this season when we get to this position in 4 periods, closing out games. And this is something that they've done really well. They just need to stay on point. Inbounds to the general. Oh, nice job right there, though, by Edwards for Nevada, generating a jump ball, and that'll be Nevada ball. Great instincts by 3 right there, Pat.
Well, the sense of urgency right now to inbounds the ball and also receive it, it's not there.
Yep.
It's not there. I mean, that's a better job out of Nevada than it is by the Mustangs.
And there
yes,
we go.
you're up by 18, but still, you got to finish your game.
Yep, I just was saying that, and then we turn the ball over. There we go. I should just keep my mouth shut. Dittmer gets it into Rhodes, and he's going to turn the ball over, unfortunately. Trevor Hamill's going to push it up, gets it to Runyon, which is a smart move. Let Jacob bring it up, and that'll be his 5th foul, unfortunately, for Edwards. That'll end his night. The senior fouls out. And I'll tell you, I want to give mad respect right here to James Edwards. He played his heart out tonight. He left it all on the court. I know fouling out isn't the way he wanted to go. He was a little frustrated down there. But what an outstanding basketball player. And I can't give it up. He played a good game tonight. And stick around after the game, everybody, because the team that is not able to prevail will definitely send off those seniors. Really proud of how he played tonight. Runyon buries the first free throw.
James Edwards has the talent to play at the next level for sure. I don't know where he's going or what his plans are, but the future is bright if he's going to continue to play basketball.
Runyon buries the second. It is now a 50-30 game. Under 4 minutes left. Dittmer bringing the ball up. He's going to get it over to Rhodes. Back to Dittmer. He's going to fire a 3. He's going to miss. Mustangs, nobody wants to come up with the ball, and then Runyon finally does. He's going to get it up to Glasgow. And how he got that to go in, I have no idea. What a finish by 24.
Yeah.
Fires back out. Dittmer upside dribbles for 3. He buries a big 3 for Nevada. Nevada will call a timeout. But I'll tell you, Ty Dittmer, the senior, with the big 3 at the top of the key, 52-33. I just love the effort. Both teams not letting go on this one. 3:28 left. Really good job so far by the Mustangs, extending that lead. Nevada, it's been a tough game. 3:28 left. They need to get a turnover, generate a couple of quick points, because in the next 30 seconds to a minute, if they can't, the Mustangs can get another bucket. That should seal this game.
Yeah, and, this one, barring a miraculous comeback, is already a W for the Mustangs, but there's no quit. There's no you keep playing, you play till the final whistle. You never know what can happen. You remember back in the NCAA tournament, I think Oklahoma State was playing UNI, and there was like a minute left, and they were down by 100 points, and they came back and won that game somehow. So it does happen. You got to play the whole thing.
All right, here we go. Mustangs to inbound. Nevada with the press. The student section on their feet as they've been all game. Super proud of the student section. Nevada's got their own student section. They've been working it. Runyon fires center court, gets the general. And that'll be a travel on 12. So Nevada able to generate the turnover there. Now can they capitalize and get some points off it? Because this is a 19-point game. They need some quick buckets here.
Well, and if there's a quick 2, take your 2. Just keep taking 2s.
Yeah,
until
you just need to get points on the board if you're in Nevada right here. They just got to work on getting that going. But don't settle for bad shots. If it's open in there, then take it. Dittmer takes the inbound.
You can't be taking 15, 20 seconds to get a shot.
Jacob going to go around the screen. He's going to step up, fire for 3. He's going to miss. But I tell you, big rebound and putback by Rhodes right there. And Runyon able to work himself through, and he'll get fouled right there by Grant. And that'll be Runyon going to the line to shoot 2.
And this is where ball handlers are this is why the game has changed from when I was playing, where you have a couple big guys and you can score down low, to it's a guards game. And that's you look at Cole, you look at Jacob, and you look at some of the other guards we've got. Everybody can handle the ball. and that's what you're going to have right now.
Bailiff and Houston checking back in. Rhodes checking out. Rhodes is a junior. He's going to be back again next year, Pat. He's going to be a huge contributor for this Nevada team. Very good ball player. Koiker checking in for Nevada here.
Well, he's going to be playing some football over at Iowa State, so he better be putting some weight on.
No doubt. Runyon buries the free throw. With the 1-and-1, he'll get to shoot a second, and then Nevada will inbound.
20 points for Jacob Runyon.
Quiet 20 in my
21.
opinion.
Yeah, I looked up there. I was like, is that right? And it is.
Dittmer bringing the ball up for Nevada.
I think the clock never started.
Yeah, the clock didn't. It's still at 3:01. So they're going to inbound here on the side. And Dittmer's going to inbound to Memmer here for Nevada. 2:56 left. They make a clock adjustment as they should. Dittmer going to be knocked out by Cole. Cole will help him up. Nice. I like to see that down there when that happens. A little sportsmanship. And Nevada will inbound. Grant going to throw it in for Nevada. Gets it into Dittmer. He's going to swing it to Jacob over to Memmer. Memmer's going to work his way in, and Houston's just going to take the ball away. He's going to get it to Glasgow. Cole's going to finish. Nice job right there. And that's just Bo getting his hand on the ball. Dittmer's going to fire for three. He'll be short. That's going to be tipped all the way back out. Koiker able to round it back in. Runyon's going to step in front, but that will be a foul called on number 4. That'll be his third. 15 foul for the Mustangs. And Nevada will inbound. 2:25 left. It's 56-35 Mustangs.
And they're still defending. They're still going after the ball, the Mustangs. Got to get this up quick.
All right, here we go. Grant gets it into Memmer. Great defense by Houston. Draws some contact. Memmer not able to get it. Rebound Glasgow. Gets it out to Runyon. He'll get it out to Bailiff. He'll get it over to Glasgow. He's going to get it to Houston. Houston not able to finish. He's able to get it back, though. Oh, he wasn't. Jones was there, couldn't quite get it. Dittmer, nice job from Nevada.
It's a time and score thing. I know you want to score the layups and things like that, and it's hard to keep the kids from doing that.
Rebound Jones off the Jacob miss for Nevada. Runyon working his way through, gets it up to Glasgow. He gets it over. Oh, no, that'll be off Nevada, so the Mustangs will get a little luck on that one off the bad pass there. Off Nevada. It's just been that kind of night for the Cubs. 1:46 left, 56-35. This will be a big Mustang win. This is going to allow them to play the winner of the Ballard-Newton game, which will follow this game at Ankeny Centennial to go to the state tournament. And they have earned it tonight. They came out and they played absolutely fantastic basketball. Nevada going to give you guys a lot of love. The team came out, played hard tonight. You have an outstanding group of student athletes out here, and they came out and they balled out tonight. Unfortunately, the Mustangs were just a little much for this Cubs team tonight.
The ability of the Mustangs to penetrate through the man-to-man defense was the difference in this game, and the ability to offensive rebound, specifically Jackson Jones, when they needed it the most, when things were starting to look down. The way he came out of that first half into that second half was just an unbelievable effort. It set the tone for the entire half.
Yes, it did. And, you know, we talk about it all the time. You're going to have kids that score. I mean, Cole's got 12. You said he'll get close to that 15, right?
He's going to get his.
Runyon, obviously, a big pointer with 21, a quiet 21 points tonight. But it's the little things that this Mustang team, when they're playing at the level that at their highest level, it's the little things. Bailiff tipping the ball away, getting rebounds, getting assists, generating turnovers.
Well,
Jones,
not only
offensive rebounds, doing those things. It's crazy how those little things make all the difference in the world in games like this.
And they do, and you've got the 6'3" Bailiff, maybe 6'3". We'll call him 6'2.5", 6'3", wherever he's at. I guess the 6'8", 6'9" guy in Rhodes. I mean, and plus giving up probably about 100 pounds.
Yeah, no kidding. The General Perrin in, Peitzman in, Beeful in. And then you got Bailiff and Houston still in. Mustangs working the ball around. They're going to burn clock. Nevada's going to have to either foul or just be content with running things out. Beeful gets it up to Peitzman. He's going to work his way back out. In for Nevada is Christian Hawbaker. Number 1, Kyle Kingsbury. Number 10, Caleb Koiker. Number 34, Connor. I'm just going to say Connor if that's okay. I don't want to crush that last name. And then coming in for the Mustangs, looks like Skylar Nolte. Looks like Austin Penton and Hudson Ellert coming in for Mustangs call a 30-second timeout. They're trying to get everything straight here on their substitutions.
We got like 7 guys out there that are going to.
Perrin's going to come out. And there you go. There's your 5. Again, stay tuned after. We're going to give some huge shout-out and love to the Nevada seniors as this is their last basketball game. They earned it. They had a great season, and we want to give them some love and make sure they understand how that is. Penton's going to be fouled. He's going to go to the line and shoot a couple free throws here for the senior.
Penton didn't like the contact right there. If you thought that was bad, you should have played the other the other 40 minutes of this game.
No kidding. Yeah, if you're a Nevada fan at home, be super proud of your team. I am proud of these Nevada Cubs. They did a great job. Mustangs fans at home, be excited. This team is playing at a high level right now, and this championship game on Monday at Ankeny Centennial is going to be fun because we're going to get to play the winner of Ballard Newton, and we played both of those teams this year already, so it'll be a rematch to go to state.
Well, and if you're a Mustang, you want to win your last game at home. This is a big thing emotionally, not just for the season, but it's your last game as a senior right here. You want to leave on a win.
Yep, it looks like the foul will be called on Beef. Oh, Peitzman will get called on the foul. Fuller came up and swatted it back, but the foul must have occurred before the block. And that'll put Shaloki, is that how you pronounce it? I'm just going to say Connor. Connor's going to shoot 2 here for Nevada. And that was a missile at the basket, and he missed the first. He'll get to shoot 1 more. And whoever's boxing out the shooter better be ready because that was a rocket. There's another one. And he makes that one, though. Nice job by Connor. Makes the second. Mustangs inbound to Beefold. Gets it to Peitzman. 38 seconds. Mustangs ticking away. Their last home game of the senior. Last home game for seniors. Last home game of the season. I'm sorry. Just a really big win for the Mustangs at home in this semifinal game to give them a chance to go play for the opportunity to go play in the state tournament. Oh, Peitzman was looking for Austin, and Penton was not looking. Nevada with the ball here. Hallbaker gets it into Connor, and he's able to finish. Nice job by Nevada. And that'll be it. And that is a big win right there for the Mustangs, 56-38 over a very talented Nevada Cubs team. Was an awesome game. So before we get into a little close recap, because we can't stay on too long because we have another game, let's give a shout-out to those Nevada seniors. Senior number 2, Caden Da Silva. Senior number 3, James Edwards, who played a heck of a game tonight. Senior number 4, Christian Hawbaker. Senior number 5, Ty Dittmer. Senior number 10, Caleb Koiker. Senior number 11, Colin Memmer. Senior number 22, Spencer Grant. And senior number 34, Connor. And I don't want to butcher your name, Connor, but Connor, number 34. Shout out again to all the seniors on Nevada for a great season. Be proud of your season and what you did. And best of luck to you graduate high school. Mustangs, big win tonight. Super proud of you boys. Way to go out, get it done. I didn't think the spread was going to be this wide, Pat. I thought it would be a little closer of a game. But the Mustangs wanted it. They came out and they got it done. I'm super proud of these boys.
Well, it was all the second half. It was, for Nevada to get down and come back all the way and battle all the way back. Sometimes if you don't take that lead, which they didn't take in the first half, you never get there. And that's what happened in this one here. It allowed, Jackson Jones to take over really that first 2 minutes of that third quarter and just dominate everything. You hit a couple threes, you get a couple fast breaks, and just like that, because you have that 6-point lead, now you got yourself a 12-point lead, and it might as well be a mountain.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you what. I mean, we haven't done it all season, but I got to just say, Jones to me was player of the game. He comes out, hits three threes in the first, gets him going points-wise, gets him going. Second half dominates the offensive boards, just rebounding in general. Did all the little things as well as scored. Jackson Jones, way to get it done tonight. Everybody else did a great job, Pat. I can't say again, thank you enough to Absolute Concrete for sponsoring tonight's stream. We get to go out with a bang, a big W, going to play one of these two teams, Ballard or Newton, at Ankeny Centennial for a chance to go to state, and we couldn't have broadcast this game without Absolute Concrete, so we want to say thank you. Pat, anything closing remarks-wise? This is our last stream, Pat. This is it.
This is our 26th game of the season.
Man, I'll tell you what.
Boys and girls. It's been a fun run. 3 months, 26 games. Now I got to go do my job.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Now we get to go and watch everything else and get to go watch them play. So anyway, want to give a quick shout out to the girls, by the way. We didn't really get a chance to talk a lot about the girls, not on purpose, but just a lot going on. The girls play their first state game on Tuesday, March 1st at 11:45 a.m. at the Well against Benton Community. They are the 8th seed. They'll take on DCG, who's the 1 seed. So I'm sure a lot of us are going to go to the Well and watch the girls play. And then again, the boys are playing Monday. I don't have the time in front of me at Ankeny Centennial against the winner of these two teams.
Probably 6:30.
Yep. So anyway, that's us from here, Pat. It was awesome this season. Thank you so much for doing this with me. I had a heck of a lot of fun, Pat.
And
so,
we got old Mike Bynum
yes.
and the apprentice, Ella Bynum.
Big Mike Bynum did a great job. Ella, a great job. So thank you guys. We appreciate all the love and support. Stream-wise, we hope we gave you a good game. But that's Pat and Brad signing off for the last time here at the stable of the 2021-2022 season. Go Mustangs. Let's see what these guys can do. This is us signing out.